Virgo, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Virgos, please. All right, your energy, the Emperor in reverse. Okay. Your person, the Judgment card, Aries, Scorpio energy. They're viewing you as the Strength card in reverse, Leo energy. What you're not seeing is the Five of Wands in reverse, and the final outcome advice is the Two of Cups in reverse. All right, Virgo, I feel like you probably told this person off. You let them have it. I feel like there's something here that was making you feel very angry or very triggered, or maybe just making you feel like you didn't want to step up to this connection anymore. But you have somebody here that's missing you and that wants a second chance. And we see the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I do feel like you're holding back. I feel like you're healing. I feel like, my Virgos, there was something here that didn't feel like it was good enough. And to be honest, I think you got mad. I think they saw a side of you that they weren't expecting. And they're definitely triggered by that with the Strength card in reverse. Like, I feel like a lot of my Virgos, you let them have it. You flipped out on them. You set boundaries. They might be feeling like, wow, you were like ego energy. Because I feel like a lot of my Virgos, you were probably giving and giving and giving, and they weren't giving back, right? And so the Five of Pentacles in reverse is telling me at one point in time, you were feeling left out in the cold. You were feeling disappointed. You were feeling like this person wasn't pulling their weight, or that this was draining you. And I feel like for my Virgos here, something snapped, all right? And they saw a very different side of you. There may be something in the Aries reading that I just did for you with this Emperor energy. You could have Aries in your chart. Like I said, that there could be something in the Aries reading I just did. Yeah, King of Wands in reverse. Some of my Virgos, you might be enjoying the single life. But for a lot of you, I'm reading this King of Wands in reverse is like, I feel like you gave to this connection a lot. Now, my Virgos, when you are in love and you want a connection to work, you give. And sometimes you're guilty of overgiving, right? Because you're very service-oriented. Virgo energy is like once somebody gets past your boundaries, or gets past your, not your boundaries, like they hit that checklist. Virgos are very loving, very giving, very sensitive, very nurturing. And I feel like some of my Virgos, you may have even lost passion for this person, because I don't know if you felt like you were being taken advantage of. You were starting to feel overwhelmed. They weren't pulling their weight. But it's like your energy is definitely feels like your energy was hemorrhaging here. And with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you've pulled it back in. You're focused on your own stability. I don't know if this person just disappointed you like too many times. But I feel some of my Virgos, you're not even sure that you're still attracted to this person, right? Like, you're viewing them as the Six of Cups, so soulmate energy. So you do still have nostalgia. You do still have like sweet feelings for this person. But I just feel like something got you really heated, made you feel really triggered, made you feel confrontational, like you stood up to them, you told them off. I think some of my Virgos, you're still trying to kind of cool off, but also trying to find grounding and regulate yourselves here on your own. You may know that this person wants to reconcile. Some of you may be still open to that, but you're just kind of cooling off right now. You're viewing the relationship as the Six of Wands, so victory, coming together. So some of my Virgos, you still see victory. There just may have been a fight or an argument here. Your person, the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, they're taking a good hard look at this. And I think they're looking at this shift, or they're looking at what made you so angry, what made you upset. And I do think some of you Virgos, this person is really in shock and awe, because I don't think they were expecting this. Let's see what the Oracle cards say. We have important mission, So your soul has an important mission to fulfill in this lifetime. Search within and you'll discover your mission. So a lot of my Virgos, you're focused on your own path. You're focused on your own purpose. You're focused on your work, your finances, your spiritual journey. And some of you felt like maybe this person was taking you off that path. Like they weren't adding to your peace. They weren't building you up. They weren't supporting you. Maybe you were always putting out fires. Maybe there was fighting, bickering, and arguing. Maybe they were bringing you drama. Maybe, you know, you were the one that felt like you had to always plan all the dates or come towards them. And I feel like a lot of my Virgos, you hit like a tipping point here. You hit your limit and you realize, you know what, this is taking away from my family. It's taking away from my work. It's taking away from my life path, my purpose. So I do feel like my Virgos, you're very focused on yourselves at this point in time. Getting back to center. Spirit saying, trust your power. Your impact in the world is greater than you think. Whether you see it or not, your existence makes a positive difference. So what I'm seeing here is also, I think you've impacted this person way more than you realize by basically standing up for yourself or standing up to them. Now we see the labyrinth of life. All right, so you can choose to be lost in the labyrinth of life or use these trials to harness your inner strength and come out stronger and wiser. So what I'm seeing here is some of my Virgos, I do think I think you've harnessed your inner strength here, and you realized something here needed to shift or something here wasn't really working for you. And I think you were kind of lost here for a minute, maybe lost in this connection or lost with what to do or trying to manage everything, trying to make sure everything was working smoothly, that they were happy, you were happy, they were comfortable. And I feel like you did feel like a little bit lost here in this connection, or you felt like you lost yourself or lost your way for a minute. All right, Spirit saying liberate yourself. And I feel like that's what my Virgos did. I just feel like there's something that came to a head, came to a boiling point for you. And you don't have to carry your burdens alone. Have the courage to ask and accept help. So yeah, I mean, some of my Virgos, you may have started to feel like you were alone in this connection, doing everything. They weren't being supportive of you, or they weren't really pulling their weight emotionally, physically, financially, whatever it might be. And I feel like you stepped up, and I feel like a lot of you let them have it. And I feel like this created a real aha moment here. Again, this is really closely linked to the Aries reading, and with that Emperor energy, Aries coming through, you may want to check out that reading. But just remember, if a particular reading, Virgo, isn't resonating with you, to check out your other signs, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus. So with the Judgment card here, Aries, Scorpio energy, I feel like this person is definitely going through it. They're taking a look at what happened, why you reacted this way, why you might be angry, why you may be pulling back your energy. And I feel this person is, like I said, having a come to Jesus moment, an aha moment. This is somebody who definitely does not want to let you go, Virgo. We see the Star card, Aquarius energy. They do want to heal things. This person sees a future with you. All right, this person is willing to do things differently is what I'm seeing. And we have the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So we have Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming through for them. We also have strong Leo here. But I feel with the King of Pentacles here, this is somebody that may be a bit slow moving, which I don't think normally bothers my Virgos, because you like to be sure. You like to take your time. You like things to be done correctly. But I do think that this person does want to invest, and they want to invest in a future with you. They want to up-level this connection. They want another chance. And we see the Wheel of Fortune energy in reverse, but they may have some karma that they need to heal and release, or they may feel like they can't quite come towards you just yet. Some of my Virgos, they are letting you cool off here. So some of you maybe have had a fight or an argument, maybe a separation here. But I do think this person realizes they need to let you cool off. That you are triggered, you're activated, you're frustrated, you're overwhelmed, and they weren't really helping. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. So with the Strength card in reverse, you know, this person may have, I kind of feel like you had, I don't want to say an outburst, but I do think you stood up to them, you let them have it. They know that maybe you need some time here to just build up your strength and courage, or to get clear. Yeah, they're worried. They're worried that you're done. I mean, there may be something here that's happened, Virgo, that you are having a hard time unseeing, something they said or something they did, or just a string of disappointments, but they are certainly worried that things are over. Nine of Pentacles, that you're single, that you're better off without them, that you're focused on yourself. You're giving elsewhere, maybe not to another connection, but you're focused on your spiritual path, your finances, your health. They're seeing you as like ending it with them and being just fine on your own, independent, looking good, feeling good, but they do want you back. They don't want you to fully move on. And there's a big part of them that doesn't feel like you've fully moved on, but I think they're realizing, Virgo, that you absolutely will. Chariot card, Cancerian energy. This person is not going to let you go so easily. They are certainly coming towards you, Virgo. Wow. All right. So let's see. What do we need to know about this person? What do my Virgos need to know about this person? Advocate. All right. Inspires you to put compassion into action. So this person, they want to advocate for themselves. I think they want to advocate for this relationship. I think they're putting themselves in your shoes, Virgo. Like whatever you said to them, it hit. It landed the way that it needed to. And we see Don Juan energy. So spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. So this person is very sexy. They're very romantic. But that may have been an issue here. Some of my Virgos, you may have like felt like they let people get too close to them, or that they were like letting others flirt with them, or they were, I don't know, like enjoying too much attention from other people. For some of you, that's the case. For others of you, this is just somebody who's sexy and attractive. All right. Virgo, they're viewing you as the exorcist. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of my Virgos, you did have some sort of blow up or some sort of boiling point. Freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So you faced something here head on. I feel like you just told this person off. I think they also realized they're putting themselves in your shoes, that the way that they were acting or they were behaving wasn't cool. All right, Virgos, you're also advocating for yourselves here is what I'm seeing. And we see gossip energy. So there may have been gossip that you heard about this person. They might be getting gossip about you, Virgo. But this person feels like they can trust you, that you're considerate of other people's feelings. And I feel like this person can trust what you are going to say to them or what you did say to them. That it was like pure, it was honest. And you let them have it. And it might have been brutally honest here. All right, Virgos, letting them have it. But this person, what we're not seeing, the Five of Wands in reverse. This person wants to heal things with you, whether it's a fight or an argument. If there were other things or people getting in the way of this connection or in the way of the stability of this connection, and most likely you told them, they want to change that. They want to heal things here. They want to eliminate any distractions, because I do see that this person has only eyes for you. We see the Knight of Swords energy in reverse. They're not quite ready to communicate. This person knows that there's something here that needs to change. Again, this is very similar to the Aries reading, but this person is realizing there's something that needs to change, because I think they're realizing if they let you go, they're losing a good one. They're losing a real one. And the Nine of Swords in reverse is like them, not ready to communicate, but also seeing that the old patterns in this connection cannot be repeated. It absolutely will not work. All right. And we have the Page of Cups energy in reverse. But I do think this person owes you an apology, or they owe you the truth. And for some of you, they're not quite ready to do that. It could be because of their ego, but for others of them, they just might be a little bit scared to approach you, okay? It's kind of what I'm getting. Like, I think they're like worried about, they're worried about you telling them off again. Because most of my Virgos, I feel like you were probably very accommodating, very loving, very nurturing, let some things slide. And here we have it, like, I'm not doing that anymore. And I think you're probably tapping into the energy of Aries season that we're in. But I also feel here too, this person may not have been always completely honest with you about what was going on or how they were feeling. So I do feel they have a little bit of shame or regret or remorse here. Now, the Two of Cups in reverse tells me you've got a really big decision to make regarding this connection. Do you still see potential? I think my Virgos do. I mean, I think you're still nostalgic about this person. I think you still see the possibility of this connection coming together if there's some real change, or if this person comes in with an apology, if this person opens up to you emotionally, if they tell you the truth. All right. But it is kind of contingent on how they come towards you, because wanting you and then actually being able to come towards you in an energy that makes sense for you and to repair the connection are two different things. So we see the King of Swords energy in reverse. Some of you have this person blocked. Yep, some of you, this person was very self-centered. And with that Don Juan energy, they may be somebody who likes to get a lot of attention. And there could be an X in the mix. There could be, you know, an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, somebody here that's blocking forward movement. But I do kind of think, Virgo, this person needs to pull their head out of their ass and come towards you, or they're going to lose you, or it's going to completely block this connection. And we see the Death card energy in reverse. There's something here that absolutely needs to transform. And I don't think this person has let you go. But what I'm getting is this person is kind of dragging their feet because they're afraid of what you might say to them. I also think they're a little bit afraid of what needs to change, if they're able to change. So for example, if this person is a player, or this person is somebody that really gets off on getting attention from other people, you know, they're naturally open and flirtatious. But they may not have realized that felt really disrespectful to you. Something along those lines. It doesn't have to be those things exactly, Virgo, but I do think they realize that real change needs to be made, and they're a little bit hesitant about whether or not they can actually do that. Now, I do think they want to come in and heal things, but you need to make sure, Virgo, that this person is not just giving you lip service. Page of Cups in reverse. We can't always completely trust what the Page of Cups is saying. Okay, because again, this person may just try to say things to heal things over. But we see the King of Swords in reverse, a blocked throat chakra, not saying what they mean and meaning what they say. You're going to pick up on that real quick. Okay, because my Virgos, you're highly intuitive, and you're also very in tune with patterns and recognizing patterns. And so with the Death card, you know that there's real change that needs to be made in order for this connection to come back together, because I feel like a lot of my Virgos, you've had it, right? Or you've gotten to a point where you started to realize, I need to channel my energy into me. There's something here that isn't quite working. Now, again, this person does want to heal things. They don't want to let you get away. They don't want you to move on. But do they have the capacity to come towards you in the energy that you need them to? That's the big question mark. We see the Seven of Cups. So this person might be feeling a lot of confusion. They might be in a little bit of a delusional energy right now about what's happening here or what needs to happen. They may not be taking full accountability for why you're angry or triggered or upset, or you moved away from them. And I do feel some of my Virgos, their frustration here may have been that this person, I don't know if they were non-committal to a T, but I feel more than anything, this person, I don't know, they let other people in this connection, or they were getting attention elsewhere. I don't know if it was online, or they're just like kind of a flirtatious person, but I feel there was something there that kind of triggered you about this person being easily flattered, or like I said, letting other people interfere in this connection, not shutting off other options, depending on where you are in this connection, right? Like if you were just casually dating this person, if it wasn't exclusive yet, you might have found out they were talking to other people, whatever it might be. But we see them, they are coming back around. This person certainly is coming back around. All right, we see move on. Yeah, I feel like they want to move on from this with you. That's what I'm getting. All right, we see always fighting, but there may be personality clashes, fighting, bickering, and arguing here. Someone might be talking bad about you, gossip energy, but I don't think this person really believes that. I think this person knows who you are, Virgo, but they could have somebody around them that either wants to get with them or doesn't approve of the relationship or doesn't really like you or something like that. I do kind of feel that way, but at the same time, I do think this person knows who you are, okay? Like they know who you are at your core, but maybe their friends are like, oh yeah, you should leave Virgo, or you and Virgo are always fighting. It's not a good relationship. things like that. And we do see shady. But when I do think maybe this person was engaging in some shady behavior, you know, for some of you. I'm not saying that they were necessarily cheating, but maybe it was like that pre-cheating energy, or you two were seeing each other, maybe not quite exclusive yet, but they were still talking to other people when I do feel like this person knows that they need to amend certain things. Whether they're capable of doing that or not, I'm not sure. I'm also getting with the shady energy here, Virgo, that, you know, this person I think is keeping tabs on you, whether you realize it or not, right? They're definitely keeping tabs on you, maybe through fake accounts, asking friends and family to check in on you, you know, about your whereabouts, things like that. Like, I do think they're really tracking you, Virgo. So this person has not walked away. All right, they definitely want to come back around. All right, let's see what else we need to know. So this person may be a spiritual person, or they may be getting spiritual guidance. This person might feel like you're the one that got away, or you will be the one that got away if they lose you. Some of you, they definitely do see, you know, this person does see a future with you. They do want to invest in it. So it's like they don't want to give up on this connection. We see controlling. So some of you, this person, maybe they were a bit controlling, or judgmental with you, but I'm also seeing controlling is like they're holding back. They're doing everything in their power to hold back right now. They may be a bit self-absorbed. I definitely see that. They weren't seeing how their actions and behaviors were affecting you, even if you were telling them. And the King of Swords in reverse is a big red flag here. Somebody who does have a tendency to be a bit self-absorbed and maybe kind of gets off on attention from other people. And they love to go out. And for some of you, you know, your lifestyles weren't in alignment. Or for others of you, when they go out, again, they were too flirtatious, or they let people get too close to them. And I'm not getting that this is you being jealous and crazy, Virgo. I feel like it's like, hey, I felt like this, you know, I feel like I'm an option when we're out together, and other people start giving you attention. And it chips away at trust. All right, so let's see what we need to know about this person. I don't know, or I just like wondering if you found this person, like you saw this person checking other people out. I don't know. There's something here that like, it just kind of, I just feel like it set you off, Virgo. Whether that was actually telling them off and led to confrontation, or if it was just you internally, like a switch flipped. All right, we see stability, but Spirit is saying this relationship can stand the test of time. This person does want a future with you, Virgo. But are they available? Are they able to give you all you deserve? And I also feel this is a strong energy of like, if you want this to work, this can be a connection that goes the distance. But is it the connection you want to be in? I think that's the question. And can they give you what you need? Can they offer you that stability and that security? All right. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. I do think this person is kind of obsessed with you right now, Virgo. And we also see marriage. But a lot of my Virgos, this is something that can be healed. But again, I'm beg of my Virgos to ask, this can be a long-term connection, but can you live with the way this person is? Is it a deal breaker for you? Have there been deal breakers? I mean, it's going to be different for all of you. But I do think they've gone through a major aha moment, and I do think they want you back. I think they're also warring with people around them, because I feel there's people around them that don't want you two together, or maybe somebody that wants to be with them. This person feels regret and remorse for the way they treated you, and I do think it's honest. I don't think it's dishonest. I don't think it's just to get you back. But I also feel like you need to kind of check and see if this person can put their money where their mouth is. Because I do think they're going to say and do whatever they can to get you back. And I do think they have intentions of changing. But the question is, will they really change? All right, so let's see what might be blocking this person, or what might be holding this person back for my Virgos, please. What might be blocking this person or holding this person back? Stuck in the past. Let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome new love into your life. Some of you, they let an ex interfere. They might have to co-parent with that person or something, or maybe they're like still friends with that person. I don't know. There's just something from their past here that's holding them back. And love sucks. You have stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal so you can open again. So some of you, this person just has some unhealed wounds from the past, and it kind of dictates their behavior. And I think my Virgos, you kind of got sick of it, or it made you mad. And like I said, you spoke your piece, or you moved away. or took your energy back, decided to focus on you. So Virgo, let's see what this person wants to say to you. We see, I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving anymore. So I feel like they're just getting constant reminders about you. And being apart has been life-changing for me. I believe that. I really do. I really believe this. Again, I'm just going to reference the Aries reading one more time. The cards are different, but the energy is very similar. Okay, so like this being apart has been life-changing. They're worried that you might reject them, and I don't know if I can meet your expectations. So a little bit worried that, you know, they're not going to be able to be enough here. All right, this is a game changer for this person. All right. Let's see what their very next actions are towards my Virgos. What are their very next actions towards my Virgos? All right, we see Knight of Wands energy in reverse. So they're not really courageous yet. The Knight of Wands in reverse is them coming in and testing the waters, you know, liking stories, maybe sending you messages. But the messages, I feel like they might trigger you a little bit. It might be like, hey, what's up? Or hey, how are you? And you're like, really? That's what I'm getting right now? High Priestess energy. They are doing stuff behind the scenes, trying to win you back. Yeah, they're coming towards you, King of Wands, and we see the Four of Wands energy in reverse. I think this person's feeling really unstable without you. I think they're hating the fact that this connection is unstable right now. And look at that, we do see the Two of Cups. So I do see for some of my Virgos, or for a lot of you, there's potential for reconciliation. This is a soulmate connection. But ultimately, the decision is going to be yours here, Virgo. Whether or not, you know, are you done? Can you unsee what you've seen? You know, is this or has this been a deal breaker? And of course, it's going to be different for all of you depending on your situation. But I'd love to know down below in the comment section. All right, Virgos, this Aries energy is like coming through really strong in a lot of the readings, not just your readings. But I think Aries season is all about, you know, we just went through the 4-4 portal, which is all about like, you know, what do I really want? You know, being proactive about what your future, what your relationships are going to look like. All right, so we see ground before you interpret. Yeah, get grounded, Virgo. I do think you're in the process of doing that. You don't need permission. You don't need permission for whatever decision you make here. If that's reconciling with this person, or if it's, you know, telling them off, cutting them off, whatever it is. You can honor this without explaining it. And I also feel like you don't have to explain this to anybody either. There might be people around you that don't understand your decision or don't understand your feelings here. They don't have to, okay? And your body clock is accurate. So where this lands in your body, this person's communication, this reading, you know, where this lands in your body is going to tell you a lot about the decision that, you know, is in alignment with you. And Spirit saying, before you do anything here, Virgo, step back into neutral. All right, my lovely Virgo, sending you love and light. Take care.